Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to another crystal opening commentary, this time submitted to the channel by SC1512. I always love doing these, practicing my play-by-play skills since I also teach sports media, and just kind of vicariously living through some people's crystal openings. I have not seen this before, but we're playing the video now, and we will have at least 5 basic 5 stars. I don't know what else is in store. As always, the first time you see this is the first time I see this. So, 10 is kind of the goal because I feel like on average, if you open 10 5-star crystals, you should get one exceptionally amazing champion. 5, I think you should hope for at least one upper tier, demigod tier, as the great Seaton would say. Something close, but maybe not at the highest point. And the first crystal is that tier. Dr. Voodoo is a champion that I would not put at the top of the list of champions to say rank 5. I think he's one of those champions that does just fine at rank 4. Reminds me of a lot of other champions, but could still do amazing, particularly Awakens. So congrats on that, Dr. Voodoo. That really puts the stakes for these last 4 a little bit easier to swallow, even if you get 4 straight Diablos, and remind yourself that there is indeed a warning for alcoholism in the game. All right, crystal number 2. This is going to be a 5-star Rhino. Yeah, look at that. Kingpin, Rhino, and Civil Warrior, all champions that you can expect to get in this horrible RNG we call the 5-star basic crystal most of the time. Okay, so one really good, one terrible champion. Now, how are we going to follow the Rhino up? A bunch of great champions and the Hood. Okay, the Hood is not where Dr. Voodoo is, but pretty close. In fact, with the right synergies, he is one of my favorite champions especially, and I put him with the Ghost Wasp and Ant-Man Quantum Realm Trinity. I think he's the unofficial member of the Quantum Realm Quad. So here is crystal number 4, and Sentinel is another very solid champion. That's kind of who I would hope to get in a batch of 5, maybe as the best. So when you have Dr. Voodoo and you have Sentinel, that is it's a really good, solid opening. So now I would expect somebody like a Cyclops. Maybe you're going to get yourself a Punisher 2099, a Karnak, an inferior Iron Man, a superior Iron Man, old school Ronin, Falcon, or my personal favorite that I always seem to land on, Thor Jane Foster. All right, here we go. Last 5-star is, no way, I totally called it, Cyclops. It's Kabam Mike's boyfriend, and at least it's a new champion, but yep, it wouldn't be a 5-star crystal opening without a Cyclops. Okay, so Voodoo, Hood, Sentinel are 3 very, very solid champions. Out of those 5, I would put Voodoo is my favorite, but a lot of people would argue, especially in variant content, that Sentinel is actually the best of those champions. So now we have a 5-star unified crystal. It's amazing how many people have waited to open these. I have seen a lot of the same champ, a lot of Iron Man Infinity War, a lot of She-Hulk, Doc Ock, and Spider-Gwen, and also Thor's. I have seen very few things, very few Sabretooths, and believe it or not, very few Venoms. And what are we adding to the list? And it is a Spidey Gwen, okay? And that is a dupe. Is it a platinum star? It is, no, a second dupe, which, doesn't do much for the champion, but at the same time, it's a decent champion for sure, especially after the beta test. Now we have 2 5-star featured crystals, and we are hoping that we pull one of the 3 top champions. I think Void is certainly a top champion in this, but then of course you also have the featured champs, particularly Warlock and also Stealth Spidey and even Mysterio. I think Warlock's in this, right? Maybe? Did I just misspeak? Yes, there we go. I knew I wasn't crazy yet. Carnage is a very solid champion, especially Awaken. The question is it the Platinum Star, or just like Spider-Gwen, is it going to be another dupe? And it does Awaken Carnage. Okay, that's a solid pull. Is it worth 15,000 5-star shards? I don't know about that. But at the same time, maybe it was only 11,000 because you do have that Summoner weekly opportunity to get that discount. And really by weekly, of course, it's a monthly subscription-based service for $10 USD. Even though if you're in countries like Canada, Australia, and India, it is going to be higher with the conversion rates. All right, here we go. Last 5-star featured crystal of the opening. And hopefully we'll see a featured champion in this. And we will not. We'll see a Taskmaster right next to a Mysterio. I'm not a big fan of this champion because I don't know how to use him. I've been told he's really good. I just have never taken the MCOC version of Calculus 4, so I don't really play with him much. But what do you know? After 5 basics and 2 featured, we have 1 6-star crystal. Very excited to commentate this and hoping that this ends well. There are a lot of champions in the 6-star crystal that are fine, but I would never take to rank 2. There are also a lot of champions in there that are trash, and there are a few champions that are no-brainers at rank 2, from Ghost and Domino and Corvus to Thing. I have seen a lot of great 6-star rank 2 gameplay lately of Wasp and even Hela. So there are some fine honorable mentions. It just depends. But, you know, champions like OG Daredevil or Captain America World War II, Moon Knight, Cable, Mordo, Yellow Jacket, no. All right, here we go. Nick Fury's in the house. And Thor Jane Foster. Speak of the devil and she shall appear. I was thinking he would get her as a 5-star, and he got her as a 6-star. This is another pool that, you know, there is some utility there. But I'd never take her in the current state of the game to rank 2. That'd be a terrible decision for Tier 5 Basic and Tier 2 Alpha. So, you know, she'll give you some arena points and maybe have some utility against people like Medusa. But at the same time, it's just not going to be a 6-star champion you're ever excited to take up. So, unless there's a beta test, sorry, Thor Jane Foster, maybe you'll get a reskin if she makes a comeback in a future Thor movie. But until next time, we have SC1512 with a commentary of 6 5-stars, 2 featured 5-stars, and a 6-star crystal. Always enjoy doing these. Thank you for passing this on. If you're interested in me commentating one of your videos, remember to hoard and keep Kabam Mike up at night, because that is the secret to success. Have a good day, YouTube.